Alright, hi folks, I am Becky with Enduring Finances and welcome back to our channel. If this is the first time joining us, glad to have you along. Today we're going to be taking a look at all of the dividends that I earned as passive income from the month of February of 2022. So let's get into it. So just to give you a brief overview to make sure that we're all on the same page with this, I have a self-directed brokerage account with Ally. That's where I invest in the stock market, in stocks, and some bonds. My overall goal is for portfolio to function as a long-term dividend growth account where eventually I will be generating $2,000 a month in dividends. And my approach right now, my diversification strategy right now has that at about 4% return on my portfolio, which would mean that I would need to have a $600,000 portfolio to generate about $2,000 a month in passive income. My diversification strategy is broken down like this. I try and stay as close to this as possible, and that's how I know where I'm going to reinvest my money to make sure that I'm balancing that out to keep that as close to 4% return as I can. Now my diversification strategy is going to be different than probably anybody else's just because everybody has different priorities in life and everybody has different risk tolerance and a time frame that they're trying to invest for. Now this is a very long-term approach, and I am very more risky on the say of this that I only have a small percentage of my portfolio that is directly into debt, essentially bonds and bonds. It's a riskier type of portfolio as opposed to what most people talk about having bonds as like 10, 15, 20% of the portfolio itself. So my goals for 2022 are this. I want to reach a portfolio that is valued at $32,500 by the end. That is my estimation. Be earning $1,200 in dividends for the entire year and reach a $100 monthly average for dividends. So right now, every third month I'm reaching over $100 and the other 2 months are under that because dividends pay out quarterly typically. There's some companies that pay out monthly, some that pay out annually, some that pay out twice a year, but the majority of the companies pay out their dividends every single quarter, so every 3 months. So naturally, they're not going to fall on the same day, they're not going to fall in the same month, and so some months are higher than others. So we closed out the month of February with my portfolio being valued at $30,141. Now we saw a decrease in value of just under 2%, so a negative decrease in my portfolio's value by 1.96%. So we took a loss overall of about $604. So not exactly what we want to see, but with what's going on in the world, it does not surprise me at all to see the portfolio dip down and see the stock market have trouble. We're seeing prices increase on just about everything in the entire world because of the ongoing conflict between the Ukraine and Russia, but we are just happy that we are continuing to make dividends during this time. And so let's go ahead and get into the dividends that I earned. So the first dividend that we earned was on February 1st from AT&T. It came in at $20.28. Now I have 39 shares with AT&T and I bought into those shares with an average price of $38.13. Now right now AT&T is not doing very well in the stock market. They have been steadily declining for quite a few months now, and they are on my watch list of potentially getting out from underneath the company. Right now, they're still having a pretty steady dividend. They haven't decreased or done anything like that. But overall, the company, for me, my position in the company is down 38.71%, which is pretty drastic compared to what we've went through in the last couple of years where everything was so high. So they really haven't come back from COVID, knocking everybody else down. AT&T makes up just over 3% of my entire personal portfolio. The second dividend that we have is from General Mills, and it also came in on February 1st with $4.59. Now I own 9 shares of General Mills. The average purchase price that I have is $62.30. Right now we are up 7.34% off of unrealized gain, and they make up about 2% of my entire portfolio. So a third dividend that came in is from Apple, and that came in with a whopping $3.52. Now I own 16 shares of Apple. The average purchase price was $109.79, and I am up 49.38% in this position. Now Apple makes up the largest position of my entire portfolio at just under 9%. Fourth dividend that we earned is from the American Express Company. It came in at $3.01, and I own 7 shares of this company. The average purchase price for those shares was $125.74 a piece. Right now, they are doing extremely well, up over 44% in value. And that makes up about 4.27% of my entire portfolio. Alright, fifth, we have Oniok Company, or Oniok Incorporated, I should say, with $4.68 in dividends. Now, I own 5 shares of this company, and the average purchase price for their shares was $46.68. Now, this position is up over 36%, and it makes up just over 1 1/10 of my portfolio. So next we have AbbVie Incorporated. It came in on February 15th for $1.41. Now I own 1 share with this company, and that purchase price was $107.15. Right now, that stock is up 36.65%. And it makes up about less than 0.5% of my entire portfolio. So dividend number 7 also came in on February 15th. We had quite a few come in on that date. And it is Hormel Foods Corporation with 78 cents. Now I have 3 shares with this company, and the average purchase price was $46.61. Right now, that position is up 6.41%. and make up exactly 0.5% of my entire portfolio. And number 8, coming in on February 15th again, is Kinder Morgan Incorporated with a dividend of $1.89 for the 7 shares that I own in this company. Now the average purchase price for these shares was $13.44 a piece. Now right now the stock is doing very well. It is up almost 30% in my standings and makes up about 0.41% of my entire portfolio. So coming in with number 9, we have National Retail Properties Incorporated, or ticker symbol NNN. Now I came in with a dividend of $2.12. I have 4 shares with this stock, and average purchase price was $41.13 a piece. Right now, we're up about 2.81%. The real estate sector has been hit pretty hard recently, and I have been reinvesting money back into that sector while this low point has been going on. So I've been soaking that up and trying to get into that and make as much money as I can. Great sale that's going on in real estate market right now. So we're up 2.81%, and it makes just over 0.5% of my entire portfolio. And coming in with dividend number 10, again on February 15th, it was a big payout date for me, is ticker symbol O, Realty Income Corporation, with 49 cents for 3 shares. Now the average purchase price for these shares was $63.96. And I'm up about 2.91%, makes up about 6.67% of my entire portfolio. Now remember, real estate has been taking a hit in the market. Dividend number 11 comes in again on February 15th from Omega Healthcare Investors Incorporated for $8.04. Now I own 12 shares of this stock. The average purchase price was $32.10 a share. Now right now I am in the red with this company. We are down about 14.65%. And all in all, this makes up about 1.1% of my entire portfolio. And then finally, the last dividend that came in on February 15th, dividend number 12, is from Stag Industrial Incorporation. Inc. Stag Industrial Inc. Let's just do that. For a whole big 12 cents. Now I own 1 share with that, and that purchase price was $44.40. And yes, this stock is down over 13.5%, and it only makes up about 0.13% of my entire portfolio. I'm not worried too much about these. They're in my long-term holdings, so I'm just waiting it out, and I'm just continuing to see those small dividends, 12 cents, coming in month after month. Alright, so now we're moving on. So on February 18th, I got dividends from Costco, which is a great organization. I highly recommend if you want to work for them, you apply. So I earned $2.37 in dividends from them, and I own 3 shares of their stock. Now the average purchase price for each one of those shares was $370.03. So it's a pricier stock for you to buy in, but I really really like the way that the company handles and manages their staff over a long period of time. So I am just happy to pay that and stick it out with them because I think they're a great organization. Now, speaking of that, they are up 42% in my portfolio. So I am very happy to see that increase. And they make up 5.3% of my entire portfolio. So moving on to February 23rd, we got dividends in from West Rock Company at 75 cents for 3 shares. And the average price that I purchased those shares was $38.93. Now we are up 11.38%. And that makes up about 0.44% of my entire portfolio. So dividend number 15 came in on the 24th of February from the Royal Bank of Canada. Now we can see here that the initial dividend that I received was $2.80. However, this is a Canadian company. It's a Canadian bank, and I live in the United States. So the United States and Canada have a special agreement in regards to stock and dividends earnings from companies that are based in Canada that are paid to U.S. citizens. So this falls into that realm. And so right off the top, Ally, my brokerage account, is going to go ahead and take off the 15% tax that is in place for the dividends that I earned from a Canadian company, and they're going to make sure that goes to the right place back to whoever gets them in Canada. So they went ahead and took out 15% off the top of my dividend. And so they do that, they just send me essentially a cash movement where they're taking 42 cents off of that to give it back to Canada, which I'm fine with. It's worked out. So our total dividend was $2.38. Now I own 3 shares of this company. The average purchase price for each one of those shares was $82 even. Now this company is up 31.71%, very happy about that, and makes up just under 1.1% of my entire portfolio. Last but not least, our final dividend came in on the 28th of February with LTC Properties Incorporated, another real estate account, and that came in at $1.90. Now I own 10 shares of this company. I have been slowly putting money back into them as real estate is at a discount right now because it is being hit hard in the market. So I am lapping it up. The average purchase price for these shares was $37.52 a piece, and it is down just about 12.1%. And overall, LTC makes up about 1.1% of my entire portfolio. So all in all, we made $66.58 in dividends in February, which is all passive income. All I'm doing is maintaining and rebalancing, and that is it. So right now, based off of where my portfolio was standing at the end of February, so March 1st, when I pulled the data, I am yielding about 3.48% total from my portfolio. The average dividends that I'm making per year right now is $1,050.14. I'm making on average $87.50 a month. And per week, I'm making $20.20. Now, I like the idea of looking at it every single day. So regardless of whether I am camping, or I'm working, or it's Christmas, I am making on average $2.88 in passive income from my dividends with very little maintenance required to keep this going for the long term. And that equates to 12 cents an hour. So that's essentially like a dime every single hour in my jar because I'm investing in dividend stocks. Now, I like the idea of looking this at a 40-hour work week, and so I think this is going to be a good thing to keep monitoring over time because most people work 40 hours a week. So if I were to compare how much money I'm making on average a week and compare that to somebody who works 40 hours a week, I would be making 50 cents an hour off of dividends. So very happy with this. I cannot wait to see this number keep increasing over time. Our portfolio has taken a hit the first of the year, but it will come back. If it doesn't come back this year, it will come back next year or the year after that because that is the game of long holds on stocks. Overall, we're doing very, very well. I'm happy to see that $2.88 a day in passive income. I really like dividend investing. I think it's a very easy and manageable way to earn passive income for an extended period of time. Like this, if I didn't do anything else with my portfolio, I would continue to make $2.88 a day until the companies died or whatnot. So I think it's a great way to do it. So that's going to be my first breakdown of my monthly dividends. I hope to continue doing this to keep showing you what I am getting and how I'm reinvesting that money. Now, I did purchase shares in a new company, but I'm going to do a whole video next week that breaks down what I did because it was an IPO and that was my first time that I've ever invested in an IPO. So I think it's special and it deserves its own video. So next week I'll break down how I reinvested my money that I earned from February into a brand new stock out on the market. It is a brand new publicly traded company. So I will see you next time, guys.